Hello, this is Mrs. Samuels again. This video is going to be about complementary and supplementary angles. These are sometimes hard to remember the difference between the two, so I want to show you my trick that I teach my students, and it's kind of hard to forget it after I show you. So complementary and supplementary. All you need to do is add two lines and it will all make sense. With complementary, you want to add a line here. And for supplementary, you add a line here. This becomes a 9D. So complementary angles add to 90 degrees. And supplementary angles, this is an 8, add to 180 degrees. So supplementary is 180, complementary are 90 degrees. In 8th grade and in 7th grade, you start to begin to use these for figuring out missing angles and things like that with complementary and supplementary angles. So here's the first one. Because we are in 8th grade, or we are getting ready for algebra, we are going to be setting up an equation and solving that. So I know that these add to 90 degrees because of this little right angle here. So I'm going to start with 90 degrees equals, and then I know that this plus this is going to equal the 90. So I'm just going to write that down. So the first angle and the second angle. And now I can solve my equation. I'm going to circle my variable, draw my line. I see that I have some numbers here, so I'm going to deal with those first. I owe $8 and I have $20. So that means that I'm going to have $12, and that's going to equal 90. I'm going to again circle my variable and draw my line. The inverse operation to a positive 12 is a negative 12, and whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. On this side of the equation, 90 minus 12 is going to give me 78. And on this side, these cancel out, so I'm left with an x. X equals 78. Now in some questions, this will be enough for the answer. It'll say find the value of x. If the question is, what are the two angles? You would then need to take this and plug it back into this angle. You already know that this angle is 20. So now I'm going to plug this into here for x minus 8, which I got from here, and I'm going to take this x and plug it in here. So I'm going to have 78 minus 8. 78 take away 8 is going to give me 70 degrees. So if the answer is asking for the value of x, you could stop here. And if it wants the two angle measures, you would then just need to simply plug that in and do a subtraction. This is a complementary angle because they add to 90 degrees. That's that little right angle mark right there. If your two angles add to 180 degrees or a line, you would then just simply write 180 equals 76 plus 2x plus 4. And just like before, I'm going to circle my variable, draw my line. 76 plus 4 will give me 80. And I'm going to write down everything I didn't use. I now circle my variable again, draw my line. This is my last step, so let's deal with this 80. The inverse to a positive 80 is a negative 80. 180 take away 80 will give me 100 degrees, or 100. This cancels out, so I'm left with a positive 2x, or just 2x. I circle my variable, draw my line, and this is where we sing my song in my classroom. I'm going to make sure I put up another video about that so you can see us doing it. But when two things are smushed together, it's multiplication. Inverse operation is division. We're going to divide by 2. X equals 50. And like I said before, if they wanted to know the value of x, you could stop here. But sometimes they want to know both angles. So we would need to plug that into this side because we already know this side equals 76. So I could take 2x plus 4, and I'm going to plug in my x. Because these are smushed together, it's multiplication. And again, I got this 2x plus 4 from right here. This is the angle we don't know. 2 times 50 is 100. 100 plus 4 is 104. So this angle here is 104 degrees, and this one is 76. So by writing down a line, you know that this is the vocab word that you're going to use for 90 degree, and supplementary is what you're going to use when it adds to 180 degrees. Thank you guys very much.